Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Transformers Robots in Disguise review. Now this is one that I've actually been after for quite some time, but I never found it. But I did find it at TF Nation 2018 on the toy food stand for a £5. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was what it was, and I picked it up as soon as I could before someone else bought it. And now I've heard that it got quite a bad rep. Now this is of course STEELJAW. The Deluxe Warrior class, whatever it's called. And yeah, I heard it got a bit of a bad rep, saying it's a bit of a terrible figure and everything. But from what I've seen, apart from this one, it is a little bit loose. It doesn't want to really tab together just around the bonnet section, but that could just be the way I've transformed it, or it could be the fact that it's just a used figure and whoever had it before me didn't really take too much care about it, one of the two. I actually think it's pretty good. I like it. It's got a nice chunky car, sort of futuristic car, cartoony mode. I really like it. It doesn't roll particularly well, but that's because of the way the Hasbro do the wheels these days, with just that like mushroom peggy type thing. And that winds me up no end. It does have a nice, you barely see it, it's like a little Decepticon sticker just on there. There's a little emblem on the front there. You barely see it. I can barely see it in my eyes actually, but it does have a nice Decepticon signet stuck on the windshield, which is always a nice place to put it. Other than that, it's good. I like the car mode. It's a bit weird, but I like things like that. Anyway, right, so let's transform it. Now, I can't actually remember how to transform it because it's been a while since I transformed this into vehicle mode. He was in robot mode when I got it. So we're just going to start moving things. I think sometimes when you're not sure about things, just start moving things and see what happens. Now then, I can see the legs are going to come around from here. What else are we going to do from here? Something doesn't look particularly right. There we go. So we're going to open that out, and there we go. We've figured out his legs, or somewhere. Actually, no. There we go. That's a bit better. Maybe they need to come around this way. I think that's a bit of a better look for those. Now then, what we're going to do next? We've got some wheels up here. We've got his tail in here. We're going to bring that down. Going to rotate that one around. I think this is what I do. And then these are going to come around to here. This is going to open out. His head is going to come through here. His arms are going to... I'm not sure what they're going to do, if I'm honest. What happens now? Because it looks a bit odd. Maybe that has to go up there. I'm not totally sure. Because that looks, to be honest, better up like that. Maybe they just go straight back up there. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Yep, right, okay. So then we've got this. And now then, if you don't like this, I think you're out of luck, because I like it. And I think it looks particularly good. Oh, yeah, oh, no, let me go. Forgot to extend those. Like so. Come out, you bastard. And there we go. Just rotate those around. I think they want to rotate. If I'm not, I'm going to break it in half, one of the two. And there he is. Now, he could do, if I'm honest, with some heel spurs. That is his one downfall for me. But you can use this tail. You can just bring it down and stick it down there. And now he is happy as Larry. He's all right. I like him. He's got a great wolf head sculpt there, like that. He's brilliant. If you've got some, actually there's a bit too much light on that, so I'm just going to refocus that. Bring up the light ever so better. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. He's got a great head sculpt, a nice sort of like wolf style head. I think he's brilliant. I love him. Just if he could have had a bit more better heel spurs, it would have been even better, if in my opinion, without you having to use the tail to prop him up, because then he could have done a lot more of that tail, like stuck it out like that and everything. But you know, he's good. I like him. I think he's damn good. If you've got some those weaponizers, you can put them in his hands. Yeah, I think well worth a £5. I'm glad I found it, because these guys are like 15, 16 quid in the shops, and I thought these just ain't worth it. So, but the time when I saw him in the shops, I weren't interested in him. But as things go, as usually goes, as soon as you're not or you are interested in it, that's when you can't bloody find it anymore. But I like it. I really do like it. Right, as a little bonus, I thought, considering now this is one of the little figures I picked up at TFN, without moving my camera too much, I'm going to just show off the TFN little exclusive book that they did this year. Now, if you're into your, what are they, the old Ladybird style books, it's pretty good. Now, this is my original one from when I was a child. This is my Megatron's Fight for Power. And as you can see, these are very simple storylines. I've got this signed by Mike Collins. Obviously written for a child, really. The storylines, you know, the bad guys aren't that bad. You know, no one ever dies or nothing. Most people always just escape at the end and everything like that. Usually on a quest for power. You know, nothing really badly untoward, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it's some pretty good storylines. I enjoyed them when I was, what, 10, 11? Pretty good storylines. Anyway, so that was that one. Now, on this one, they decided to sort of like do a throwback for TF Nation this year, and they gave us a new Ladybird book. Obviously, they can't use Ladybird, so there's a nice picture of a red bumblebee down there. And they've called it Ladybug, which is kind of cool. And this one is called the Decepticons Time Terror. Now, I haven't read it all, but I like this little splash page they got there. Very, very reminiscent. For some reason, there's two of them. I have no idea why. This is exactly the same, apart from this bit. This is new. So we've got leaders have come and gone. Wise Pyro guides the Autobots based on Earth, while the evil Megatron has returned to Earth in a new, more powerful form, even deadlier than before, to lead the Decepticons once more. Now, in the year 1993, the war continues anew. Because obviously this is set during Generation 2. And as you know, I am a big fan of Generation 2. So this was right up my street. The storyline is really good. It starts off with Scram here just mopping the floor because he's been naughty. It's a bit silly. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek, this story. I really do like. There's a bit later on. I read up to, I think, this point here where Megatron decides that he's got some artifact or something and he uses it to go back in time. And as soon as he goes back in time, the future changes. It's actually quite cool. You can see him here walking back through history. And if you look at that picture of Megatron there, it does look very reminiscent of Megatron's Fight for Power. It's nice how they use some of that old artwork. That is off like, I can't remember that one was called, but that was Galvatron's Air Attack or something like that. I like that. And so he's gone back in time. And as soon as he changes one thing in the past, now we're confronted with this dark future with Spike being king of the United Kingdom or something, and the Decepticons are trying to keep him happy and everything like that, and he's got all these slaves hanging around. I like this picture. that is a cool picture, I think, because Clench is going to play Ludo with him and everything. He's quite happy being the king of the United Kingdom or something like that. Which is pretty cool, but the Autobots burst in and tell him that this future is something wrong with it or whatever. And obviously they go back in time and do more. I just like it. I like the storyline. I'm going to read all this because it seems really fun. And it's really long as well. Yeah, 41 pages, 43. Love it. And we've got some of the people that it's dedicated to there. I like it. I do like this book. Definitely, I'm glad I picked it up. It was like £6 at TF Nation. Love it. And it's got some of the other ones here. Now, I've not heard. Maybe someone can tell me if these are just having a laugh here. We've got Thundercracker's Revenge. I don't remember that one. We've got Erector at the Pole. Don't know if that's just the dodgy one. Decepticons Underground and Autobot Hostage. I do remember the Autobots Oil Strike and Decepticons at the Pole. So I'm not totally sure. Probably just me being stupid. But anyway, but a good book if you can find it. Hopefully, for anyone who didn't get it, they'll do us like a second printing run of this because it's a good little novelty thing. Don't think it'll ever be worth anything, but it's a good novelty thing. Anyway, right. So this has been Graham. This has been what's his name? Him. And this has been the TF Nation Decepticons Time Terror. And I shall see you all next time. Right. Don't forget you can rate this video. Share it and all sorts of manner of different things, but don't forget you can support my channel using the links below, and of course you can follow me on Instagram. I keep forgetting about that. Follow me on Instagram, same name as my YouTube channel, The Collector 75, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.